Alright. What is up, YouTube? It is HPJ. It is time for another HPJ podcast. It is November 3rd of 2025. I know I didn't have one for Halloween. Sorry. I have a lot of things going on. But I'm here now. And I cannot wait to talk to you guys because I talked so much about what I was planning on doing and everything, and now I can have like a deeper talk with you guys about it. I also have some Pokemon lo-fi music in the background. Actually, let me turn it down just a bit, because I know a lot of you probably can or can't hear it. So, um, excuse me, with my lo-fi in the background, my happiness at a decent rate. Let's talk, everybody, because I know you guys have been waiting to hear me talk about what's been going on. So why not? So I got Pokemon already in the background. So let's talk about Pokemon Legends ZA and potentially all the happiness people are getting from it. It's been only a few weeks now since Pokemon Legends ZA has been out, and almost everybody I know is playing this game. Like everyone I know, for the most part, is playing this game, except for me. I'm not playing this game. Will HPJ go and play Pokemon Legends ZA? I thought about it. I might. It might be a before I go on vacation type of game, and I'll be playing. It seems like a vacation type of game that I want to start off with, and not a I'm going to work situation. But I heard it's really, I've seen it, everyone's playing it, they're having tons of fun. I'll give it a shot. And from what I heard, thankfully I didn't have to play Pokemon Legends Arceus, and that's a good thing. Cause I'm sorry, I didn't feel Arceus like everybody else did. It just wasn't for me. I know there's a couple of mechanics from Arceus that are included in this game, like the Alpha Pokemon, which is fine. But I've seen the battles. I've heard the music. I want to listen to more of the music. It just looks like a really bumping game, and I don't think I will miss out on it once I finally get a chance to play it. So it actually looks like really, really good fun. And I will personally tell you that as a Pokemon fan, it's always nice to see a Pokemon game that isn't feeling like it's rushed or feel like it's something that has to be pushed out. Because I think this game was announced a year and a half ago, and then they were like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just drop this game. So at least we know that this game had its time, which is good. And to me, I feel like that's a good thing too, that we get to see and experience a Pokemon game that hasn't had the ways of the world against it. I know a lot of people were very excited for Legends EA because, the Megas for Chikorita, Totodile. Well, it's Meganium for Alligator and Emboar. And I've already seen those. Because now we can talk about everything that's going on. Because I normally give everyone at least a 2-week period to get everything. Actually, is it been 2 weeks now? Yeah, it's been more than 2 weeks because it came out. If it came out the second week of October, then yeah, so it's been 2 weeks now, so we can actually talk about ZA. I don't like Mega Starmie, and the reason I don't like Mega Starmie is because Mega Starmie looks ugly as fuck. I know, Mega Starmie is supposed to resemble Starman, and that the whole gimmick of Mega Starmie is to kind of play on the whole meme thing. But this is Starmie. This is Starmie. Why does Starmie look like Patrick with a gem in his stomach and walking around like Patrick was in high heels? Like, it's not funny, it's not cute. You could have tried harder with Mega Starmie. And I'm just like, well, we see how much love you cared about Starmie getting the Mega. And it was just like every Pokemon that had a hospital that was in Pokemon games previously, that everyone was screaming, why didn't this get a Mega? Why didn't this get a Mega? This is where you were supposed to give them a Mega Evolution. And the crazy thing about it is that, I'm sorry, Starmie while yes, Starmie deserved a Mega, this is not how you do Mega Starmie. And I'm so glad the fans are doing a better job with Mega Starmie than actual Pokemon Company. No, I will not. No, I'm going to stay on Pokemon Company's neck. I'm going to sit on it. And as kinky as it sounds, they kind of need to be called out for it because a lot of these Mega Evolution designs look just lazy as fuck. Clefable's looks adorable as fuck. That cute ass beret and those butterfly wings, adorable. Mega Dragonite with his wings, adorable. Because it looks like, conversion of watching a Dragonair become Dragonite. So I thought it was really, really cutesy. Mega Hawlucha just looks like Rey Mysterio, which that's fine. But it's just, I'm sorry. I can't. Because it's so many of them that could have easily been done. And they just threw stuff on it. Like, what is it? Mega Pyroar for female and male. They share the same Mega. Which is the kanji for fire. Because the main looks like the fire symbol. If you ever looked at Pyroar, male Pyroar, their mane is supposed to look like the symbol of fire. So Mega Pyroar has Daiful in translation, or Daiho, because Hokage, because means fire shadow, and that's what Naruto is the shadow of the fire, and that's the shadow of the fire of the Leaf Village, the shadow of the land of fire. So that have big fire, as it would be translated, because it's supposed to resemble the kanji that means fire blast. But it looks so ugly. It does. It looks really ugly. And it's like, I get you wanted to make it look like this, but also it's ugly as fuck. And no, I'm not holding back because that was lazy ass artwork being done. And it could have simply been better. Most of the other Megas, I feel like are just typical Mega stuff. Like the Mega, because I said how much I love Mega Clefable. Mega Scolipede looks badass. What's the other Mega? Mega, Dragalgen? It's the not sea, the not horse sea in Seadra. The poison horse, yeah. The poison seahorse. That looked really cool in its Mega Evolution because it looks like it's got like a princess tiara. It's got like ribbons and stuff. It looks really cool. Electros doesn't look too bad, but I wish the design made it like a little more blue, like its original form. Or if you're going to be like shock yellow, then have like some blue lines following out of it as well, because that would have popped. Mega Meganium, Mega Feraligatr, Mega Embor. Mega Embor out of the three looks the best because he looks like a fire emperor. And that's kind of the whole thing. Embor was supposed to be an emperor pig. And I like that. I like the deal that they stuck to what his information was supposed to be pig for the symbol for the Chinese zodiac. Then he had an emperor because there was a snake. I think it was like a general, a snake. The snake king, because that's superior. Samurai was the samurai, and Embor was the emperor Boar. So I liked how they did that. It looked really amazing. For those who didn't like Mega Feraligatr, shame on you, because Mega Feraligatr is just giving you guys everything you wanted. You said you never liked the Feraligatr, you liked the Totodile more, so they gave you his giant extended skin that looks like a giant helmet. When he puts it on, he looks like Totodile. Why are you never happy, Pokemon fans? I don't know, but I'm one of you, so I'm never happy. Meganium, I think, while she's the least favorite of them, it was so lazy of a design. Meganium, Chikorita fans, I know you're eating well because your Chikorita finally got some love. But Pokemon Company hates Chikorita, and it showed. Because you could have did better with that. I do know it did change its typing. It's Grass Fairy, which is cute. Because I always felt Meganium should have been Grass Fairy when the conversion happened. But I also just... One thing I don't like about Mega Meganium is that ugly ass neck ring of flowers. Meganium already has a ring of flowers around it, right? It has the two little antennae on the head. Why not make it a full bloomed flower And then instead of making it look like a giant neck sheath or some damn big ass choker, why didn't you have it like the flowers and then have the body be wrapped in petals or stronger versions of those petals? And it's just like have like make it look more reptilian than it should. Because if I'm not mistaken, Meganium is supposed to represent a long necked dinosaur. Well, why not accentuate that? Have flowers bloom from the antennae on its head. Have the flowers look more eccentric, look more dazzling. Because that's what's supposed to dazzle you. It just looks like just like a whole bunch of like, what is it? Lays. It's so ugly. And I feel bad for Meganium because Meganium deserves so much more. Especially after the fact you see how much work they put into Hitsuian Typhlosion, Hitsuian Samawat, and Hitsuian Decidueye. And I'm still trying to figure out the hell. You didn't get a Mega Evolution, was it? Cyndaquil Bay. Damn, you got a regional variant that's just as badass as your original. So poor Meganium for still getting the short end of the stick. Outside of that, I think most of the other Mega Evolutions I wasn't surprised, but I felt like could have been done. Malamar is okay because I really don't see much of a difference between regular Malamar and at Malamar. The Megas for the trio the trio starters for Kalos. So Mega Greninja, Mega Delphox, and Mega Chestnut. I'll start off with Mega Delphox because I was the one that started off with Fennekin because I love my Fire Mage. I love Delphox's outfit. I love Delphox's design. It's supposed to resemble a mage. What is a mage? A mage is, of course, the ones that use magic. Mystic Fire is the signature move for Delphox, and I love how beautiful Delphox looks. So I have no hate for Delphox. Greninjas I felt was a little lazy and could have been worked on. Although, yes, we get it, Ninja on Shuriken. Remember, this was the big boy you pushed. This is the boy in Smash. This is the guy that got the new wave evolution with the bond, was it Battle Bond with Ash? And he changes to Ash Greninja. And they just flip Greninja upside down, give him darker clothes, and call it a day. Like, damn, okay, alright, sure. Just lazy. Chestnut, on the other hand, big old Chestnut. That was a really good design. He went from, because Chestnut's supposed to be a knight. He's supposed to be a knight or a brawler. And the going into full soldier looks amazing. It reminds me of the Final Fantasy 1 game, where, I think it's the knight, or the warrior becomes the knight. And I love how that transition of how he looks becomes. And I have to give that a perfect 10 out of 10 change because I don't like, was Chespin's middle evolution? Because it's Chespin, it's something, and then it's Chestnut. I don't like the middle evolution because I thought a lot of middle evolutions look really fucking ugly. And I'm sorry, Chespin's middle evolution just doesn't, it just rubs me the wrong way. It does. But I like when it becomes Chestnut because it's at least decent on the eyes. And I like Mega Chestnut because it actually is like a badass overall, and it's showing its badassness. So sorry, Greninja fans, I'm not a big fan of your Toad Sage. And I think they could have did more with the Toad and Sage that could have easily been done. But outside of that, I will pick up ZA in a week. I'll pick it up next week because I get paid next week. So I'll pick that up and I'll have some fun with it. Outside of that, really, I think honestly, truthfully, it looks like a fun game, and I hope everybody who's playing it plays it and you enjoy it. Then, let's talk about Digimon. Digimon is up next, because I know you guys who want to hear me talk more about Digimon, you're going to hear me talk more about Digimon today. Yay! So if you haven't already seen my video, I talked about my pre-release drop for BT23. BT23's pre-release will be my last pre-release if there is nothing for Mirai coming out within BT24 for, was it? Time Strangers. So, will say it, and I don't care if if people get angry about me saying it. I don't like pre-releases as much as I don't like um, Yu-Gi-Oh's. Do they even do sneak peeks anymore? I guess because my locals has issues with Yu-Gi-Oh, so I haven't really paid much attention, and I don't know too many other locals that do Yu-Gi-Oh unless I travel like to different counties to do such. But let me explain what's going on with Yu-Gi-Oh here in the Bay Area. There really isn't too many shops now that are doing Yu-Gi-Oh in the Bay Area. The one or two shops that are doing it are having struggles because, well, Yu-Gi-Oh product isn't selling. Two reasons. One, Konami sucks at product placement. They try to push meta, and when they push meta or they push the newer stuff, a lot of it doesn't sit well with a lot of their current players, and a lot of them are tired of spending buku money that they don't have or mommy and daddy just, don't have on hand to help with that. So it causes a lot of conflict. Then when you're trying to play older formats, Konami tries to cut a lot of those down, give you cease and desist if you don't do what they want you to do, and even then so goes. The other thing is Yu-Gi-Oh community. You guys still suck. Not gonna lie. No changes. You guys still ride each other's coattails. It's really time to get off the D, off your Yu-Gi-Oh player nets, and grow a pair of your own. It's time to go outside and touch the grass. Because let's be 100%. Konami wouldn't be where they are about all of this if some of you weren't already being the poster children for the situation. So, you can't have your cake and eat it too. This is unfortunately how things go. And I know a lot of people are trying, but a lot of times when you're trying, you're really not trying at all. And my locals currently is one of those things where they're not trying to push Yu-Gi-Oh. They're pushing almost every other project, like Gundam, One Piece, Pokemon, Magic, all of that. So even with the 12 people that showed up for an event, I still feel like this. You just can't get $1 out of me. You can't. And it's just like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Jensen, your methods is not really holding things together. And it's kind of really just killing your story. I give you A for effort because at least the One Piece stuff is holding you. But Digimon has its own vernacular things that are going on. And sadly enough, yeah, it's not. I blame Bandai for that too in the same sense. Because Mirai was a big topic at the pre-release we had on Sunday. Um, and the big issue that people had was Mirai's prices. And, well, for Mastermind decks were the prices. Mirai is $60, no, $70 to $80 a card. You need at least 3 to run in the deck. Then on top of that, Mastermind is expensive. No, I'm not talking about the one for PT22. Those are like $25. I'm talking about the box topper that's almost $50, and people have to run at least 2 or 3 of those in the deck. Because why deck relations? I just watched the Vaults video for Mastermind. I want to say, well, I guess it's easy for you to have the money to fill it out, but none of us do. We don't. Box Hopper Masterminds are $50 a pop. Shine Greymon Ruin mode is still $50 to $60 a pop, even with the reprint. Then on top of that, it's like all these other options really don't help the deck because either they're expensive or there's no cohesion. If the cohesion is supposed to be Angel and Archangels, there's really Archangels, Fallen Angels, and Angels, then Mastermind definitely needs a lot of fixing for that to be really stable. And sadly, Mastermind does not have that. Mastermind still suffers from having a really shitty rookie lineup, a really have to be reliant on Gatomon middle stage, and then still having to execute all these other evolutions, but still relying on Mirai to be on the board or be present for things to happen. So it does make a lot of players who are playing the deck really skeptical themselves of if they want to play it because, unfortunately, yes, it's the Konami curse. Decks get too expensive, you can't really obtain them, and those who want to play the deck are now just going to have to play something different. So glad I'm playing Amethyst Mandala when it comes out in a few weeks, because I cannot do the Mastermind thing anymore. I just talked to to Malloy. Actually, he just I talked to him yesterday and I asked him about the stuff. I didn't know he was actually building Tsukuyamon, but he's been playing a lot of One Piece. So I did tell him I'll buy it. The cards that he has left, yeah, I told him I'll buy it. Just so that I can have the cards so I can build my side, my Tsukuyamon deck. And then maybe I'll play in a tournament or so. But for right now, I'm pushing me right to this. I'm pushing Mastermind to the side till the re-rate reprint comes out, and then maybe they'll reprint the box topper for Mastermind, but it doesn't look like it's anytime soon. Outside of that, the pre-release, I didn't play anyone because what would be the point? It was only four of us because most of the room was filled up with the Pokemon players, and then turned into One Piece because One Piece had a pre-release. Am I playing One Piece? No. I do want to get those cards though, the little action cards with the kanji on it. I want to get one of those and color those myself and do a custom color and see what you guys think. It looks so cool. But that's as far as into One Piece that I'll get. Outside of that, really, I don't know anything else coming out for Digimon in the next couple weeks outside of Amethyst Mandala. And I think the 2025 set, the yearly set, that's supposed to have some more training cards. I actually want to get a couple of those too because I want to get the red and green one for my what's the name deck, and put that in there and see how that works. The Emperor Greymon deck to circulate around red and green wind, a hybrid, and then utilizing that since we can't use the Zoe cards from the older set because Jet Sylphimon's still at 1. Yellow hybrid isn't as busted, but the security control aspect of it would be. So yeah, it's a lot of that crazy shenanigans. But like I said, I have ideas of decks that I want to build. Playing them would be the part that kind of would get on the nerves, but it is what it is. Outside of that, because I keep saying I'm sorry, I know it's a trigger, but hey, it's just how it is. So Yu-Gi-Oh! I've talked about. Oh no, I've talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! No, I haven't talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Then, since we've already just managed the whole Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of in a shithole. I am going to purchase the three of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Starter decks. The ones that are going to have the Kiza, Yusei, and Crow based decks in them. Actually, funny enough, I picked up some Twilight Rose Knights, the new version of Twilight Rose Knight from Go, because while my locals doesn't have a lot of singles now because they dumped a lot of stuff. Thanks, guys. I'm just gonna try to pick up what I can online and then just bring everything else around town. I did buy some more Phoenician Cluster Amaryllis. Let's see if they get here. Let's see if we get these things together. But without tracking numbers, I really can't buy much. So I don't know what else to really do. I was, going to offer to pay for the extra money, but I'm so sick of Core and how Core treats us Yu-Gi-Oh! Players when we buy our product. It's just ridiculous. So hopefully they get to me in time. They told me by November 17th. So hopefully it gets here before the holidays, but no real guarantees. Outside of that, I have most of the psychics I was looking for. I do have the Radiant Typhoon Visions, so MST is going to go into Sky Striker. I didn't get the Sky Striker Link Monster Zero because she's like $25. Even though I technically can just run one in the extra deck, I just don't feel like I'm gonna go buy one. So maybe if I find someone that has her, I'll ask for some trades and stuff later on and see how that works. But if I don't see any trades or anything through Discord, then I'll be alright. But I do want to just try to focus on things, and it should be fine. I really just enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! On its own basis, and that's pretty much where I kind of stand with it, where I just play things casually. And like I told you guys, I will be trying to build decks. I ordered some Miracle Fertilizers. Fingers crossed they get here too. I've been trying to get a lot of these extra cards so I can play Digimon. So let's, see what we can do on Yu-Gi-Oh! And do some retro deck profiles again. So let's try to see. Other than that, there really isn't much there. I talked about the most recent ban list when I did. And yeah, that's pretty much where we hold up from it. And then from there, Puzzles and Dragons. So we just got a major announcement, which might end the year 2025. Digimon is coming back. And it's the O2 kids. Yeah, it's Davis, Vmon, TK and Kari Older, Yoli, Ken, Cody, and their partner Digimon. Wormmon, Hawkmon, Kari and Nefertimon, TK and Pegasusmon, and then of course the Jagras Evolutions. So we'll probably see Sylphimon, Chakomon, and Pyldramon into Imperial Dramon, and Imperial Dramon Fighter Mode. So we're definitely going to see maybe some evolutions of Digimon. We might see some additional cards, some upgrades. It looks like Omnimon won't be the only card rocking around. I think we'll get Imperial Dramon. And I have a funny feeling I think Imperial Dramon is going to be green, red, and blue. And do something similar to that what Omnimon did. So maybe I need to stock up on some Magic Stones so I can play Imperial Dramon, because I think that will be the next one. I think Imperial Dramon will be it. And will I be spending the stones on it? You bet your ass I will. Because I think the next two major events for Pad that I want to spend my Magic Stones on are going to be Digimon if it comes back to NA, and then Valentine's Day for NA as well, where I want to get the last Valentine's Day Noah, so I can have my full swipe team with V-Day Noah. Because it's 3 V-Day Noahs, that lovely Valentine's Day Athena, and then it's that one card from Gung Ho's collab, Another Journey. I think it's Another Journey, or it's another alternative journey, or another story, and it's the one that it's green blue. It gives damage, void, negation, and 2 turns of haste, and I use that on my team as well. So yeah, I really am excited for Digimon to come back. I really want to see what things they'll incorporate for the O2 kids, how that will play, and I definitely will focus on that. Outside of that, really, there's not much that I'm looking forward to outside of Pad, because the current Pad events are going on right now, but they kind of seem like little. And I know Sanrio is coming up too. So I don't know, I might just skip out on Sanrio if Sanrio comes back to NA, because I'm more interested in Digimon than I am in Sanrio. Sanrio gives me no good cards. Digimon did. Digimon gave me a whole new team to play with. So I have high hopes for the next wave of Digimon. Not anything for the next wave of whatever this is for Sanrio. If you want to know how I felt about good old Halloween and how the Halloween event, not well at all. In the Gung Ho collab, I did get the new leading card from Gung Ho, the blue and green, but that's it. Everything else, not really relevant. I just need to build a team right now so I can clear up the extra content, get the extra Magic Stones and stuff from it, and call it a day. Outside of that, really, it's not much to look forward to. I don't have a real need or niche to want to play around with the latest editions of stuff. But I'm just enjoying what I have right now, so that's all that matters, right? Outside of that, really, I don't have any major big inclusions of things. To let you guys know what's going on with the channel, because I have to upload my Harpie Decks and Strategies video. That's the anniversary for the channel is going up soon. It's been 9 years now since the Harpie's Deck and Strategies group has been up, not 10. 10 is next year, because I started in 2016, not 2015. So I got my dates wrong. But overall, I am very excited to celebrate Harpie's Next Strategy Group that has been grouped and created on Facebook for the last 10 years. Implementing strategies and builds for Harpies and Harpie decks and variations of Harpie decks. So if you're a Harpie player, that is definitely a group I invite you to, because we do try to upload, we do try to post content. It's just been a little dry because everything else has been dry. But outside of that, really, I am just enjoying the plethora of things to come, and it's been an overhaul of things. But I am enjoying it. I don't have any major projects outside of just doing the shorts for my Valentine's birthday. I have 1, 2, 3 I need to do. I'm only going to do a handful of them, and then I'm going to move on into talking about Miss Valentine, her inspiration to the game. I'm going to do a video to talk about the Legendary Collection 4 for all the cards that are included in there, as well as the Race Pack 2. So I'm going to talk about Harpie Perfumer, Harpie Oracle, Harpie Conductor, Alluring Mirror Split, Harpie's Feather Rest, and Harpie Lady Elegance. I'm sorry, the Elegant Harpie Lady. Oh no, Harpie Lady Elegance, that's right. It's because it's the Elegant Harpie Lady in the OCG, and the CCG is called Harpie Lady Elegance. But I do like the OCG name more, the Elegant Harpie Lady, just because of references and stuff. But I will be doing some focus on that as well. And that's pretty much gonna wrap up things too. There's really not much to really talk about outside of that. Sonic Rumble. Holy shit, I just remembered. Sonic Rumble's coming out this month. And will I play it? Yeah. I heard the OST got secretly dropped, so that's the thing. Funny enough, it couldn't have been secretly dropped when the game is almost a year old, and those who were supposed to get it, those who did get it, got it. And the rest of us are still waiting for the game to drop. So thanks Sega. No, thanks Sonic Team, because Sega pushed Sonic Team to try to release it, and there was still bugs and stuff that were why the game had to be delayed for a whole 6 months. Do you guys know this game was supposed to come out back in spring? It did not come out in spring. It got delayed because there were still bugs that they were trying to fix in the game. Because did nobody not read all the test stuff before they just decided to drop it? Like, alright. Sega, do better. Anyway, I think I spent enough time talking about everything. You guys know what my projects and stuff are. And, like I said, I just hope you guys enjoy the content and enjoy what I'm doing. So, I think it's like session 21 or 22. I will extend to 30 episodes. So by the time New Year's gets here, New Year's will be my last upload for the podcast. And then that's it. So, it's time to wrap up things here because I'm tired and I got other things to do. So thank you guys so much for joining me for HPJ's podcast. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. As it helps me out tremendously. You can hit the notification bell to be informed of when I upload more content. Social media links are in the description box below. And with that said and done, I got a candy in my mouth. HPJ, signing out. Take care.